Wonderful. So here we are, spiritual beings, in this strange thing called life. And one of the things in the spiritual journey that I'm sure you've heard about is this idea of attachment and detachment, And what I've personally found is that when we love something dearly, when we have love for something, we tend to get attached to it. Yeah, it's like if I love my sunglasses, yeah, I actually do like these sunglasses, so could be a little bit attached to these. I remember one point someone picked up my sunglasses from my house thinking they were theirs, took it away, and then like a year later I met them on the beach and I was like, hang on a minute, are you wearing my sunglasses? And they were wearing them when I got them back. But I was detached enough not to spend every night crying about my sunglasses. But when we like something, we have a tendency to get a little bit attached to it. But when we become attached to things, then we can become needy. And if we become needy of things, then we can, we don't feel freedom, yeah? So there's attachment, detachment, love, and freedom. And when we feel free, free, for me anyway, freedom is like the best thing ever. Because when I feel free, do you know what I mean? You just don't need everything. Everything's just fine, just the way it is. Don't need to change anything, don't need to become anything, don't need to get anything. Freedom is like the most beautiful feeling of all, like freedom internally, real freedom. But also detachment can be a fake detachment. Do you know what I mean? Detachment often can seem cold, yeah? So someone could say, oh, I'm so detached, and it can come across aloof, like they don't really care. So there's a big difference between being genuinely free and being cold, like I'm not going to get involved with anything and anyone because I might get attached to it, So a lot of people throughout their journey in life might not get things they like or not be with situations that they like because they're afraid of losing it. So for example, if you were to win millions of dollars or you to meet someone you really loved or something like that, right, you might get attached to it and then freak out about losing it, yeah? And that often freaks people out. So you can get something, but how are you going to handle having it? Like for example, when I moved into this house where I am now, it's epic beauty, just fantastic views. And I was like, oh my god, I could lose this situation, yeah. So I kind of got slightly freaked out about it. But then, life's like that, yeah. We can either be attached or we can let go. So I think it's a real art to be in life, to be loving with life, to be loving with ourselves, to actually have wonderful experiences, to have the things that we want, and at the same time to remain free, understanding very clearly that everything is constantly changing. And so it's easy to renounce everything and not have anything to get attached to, yeah? It's like sort of pretend spirituality. It's like, I'll just sell all my stuff and I haven't got anything, like live on nothing, just be like poor, really, really poor with like $3 in a little shack. And I'm like, all right. But being alive with everything around you that's wonderful and be detached at the same time, emotionally free. And I think the best thing to do is to consider the word, don't even think about attachment and detachment, just think about freedom. Are we free? Do I feel free? Do you feel free in your heart about life? And for me, if I'm truly loving somebody or something, then my intention is going to be, is this the highest good for all? Is this genuinely the highest good for everyone? Because attachment, this is a great expression, attachment destroys all truth. The kind of clingy attachment that we have to have something, we can't see whether or not it's the best thing ever. So I like to ask myself, is this actually the highest good for all? Because if it is, if a situation you're in your life genuinely is the highest good for all, then you don't have to worry about losing anything, because you can't lose it. And even if something changes, yeah, it's still the highest good for all. Yeah, so if you have all these things that you love, or you're someone that you love, right, and then for some reason it ends, if it's the highest good for you and for them, then it doesn't make any difference whether or not you're with them or you're not with them, or whether you have the thing or you don't have the thing. So for me, being loving really is not about trying to claim and own things and get things. It's really about thinking, how can I be giving? Attachment is about taking, the kind of neediness is about taking, what can I get? But lovingness is about what can I give, and being surrendered to the highest good for all. And surrender to the highest good for all is a state of Jivan Mukti, as it's mentioned in Sanskrit, which means liberation in life, where we feel free, freedom in life. And so what's helped me over the years is just come back to that statement again and again and again. Am I surrendered to the highest good for all? Am I surrendered to the highest good for all? Again and again and again and again and again. So if it's the highest good to have millions and millions of dollars and live in beautiful places, fair enough. And if it's the highest good to not have all that stuff and live in a shack, then that's fair enough as well. Do you know what I mean? I remember hearing from a great teacher once who said the real understanding of detachment is if one day you live in a shack, with nothing, with like one shack and a little pot and pan, to stir your soup, then you enjoy it, you enjoy your little pot and pan. But if the next day you're living in some huge palace with billions of dollars and loads of people working for you, then you enjoy that as well. And if the day after that you're back in a shack, then you can enjoy that. So I think kind of that's the essence. It's unlimited freedom and unlimited love. So we're just loving generally, we're free generally. And then if someone gets back to you, doesn't get back to you, if someone loves you, doesn't love you, if you work on a project and it works out or it doesn't work out, you're surrendered to the highest good. You're free. You're able to enjoy the experience through life, because life is constantly an experience, constantly changing. Nothing stays the same. So frankly, if we want something to be like this, I want to have these sunglasses forever. These are my favorite sunglasses. I could lose them. They could get scratched. Someone could smash them. They could get lost. Do you know what I mean? If I'm attached to this, my body, people, then I'm guaranteeing plenty of misery, right? And so life is much better when we're free. So what's the solution to this? Is understanding that being surrendered to the highest good for all, surrendered to the highest good for everyone, myself, yourself included, everyone, and having an interest in unlimited freedom is far more important than all the details. Then it's all good. So attachment and detachment, it's probably best not even to use those words. Better think about love, true love, being open to be of service to the highest good to everyone in the biggest way, and having freedom and true love and freedom, and then life is a joy. So sending you so much love and blessings. May you have freedom and true love. May you enjoy the wonders of life. Be vulnerable if you need to be, because being alive is a vulnerable experience. Especially if you're close to people, especially if you're dealing with lots of success in your life. It's very vulnerable to have success, because you can lose it. Very vulnerable to have beautiful relationships, because you can lose them, right? But it's easy to run away from it all, block everyone and cut them all off. But it's more difficult to stay with it, stay free, stay loving, and just keep surrendering. So have a beautiful day. May you experience freedom. It's a moment-to-moment thing. Experience freedom, then not freedom, then back to freedom. And that's the journey of life. Sending you so much love and appreciation. Yay.